Here we go, then the stage is set. Are we going to go up as champions, promoted, or are we going to go into the playoffs? Welcome back, everybody, to Burton Albion England DNA. Right, close end to the season. I have no idea what's going to happen. My prediction is we finish second or we go into the playoffs. But that's going to come down to how Ipswich do, because I think that we will drop points twice out of the three, potentially. But it doesn't mean they're going to win all three, which is what they will pretty much need to do. So we'll see. We've got Derby first anyway. We've got multiple players out. Shaughnessy's one of them. So Gilligan goes in there. That's nice and easy. Smith's out. That's not as easy. I think we play Lacking, wing back, Powell's a 10, and Winnow goes as a striker. I reckon we do that. So, all in all, that's going to be your team. And, oh my goodness, poor partnerships all over the shop at the back here. So, to be fair, it's just Butcher that's the issue, because Hughes and Hamer are fine together. It's this individual, which we established this, didn't we, last episode? Or the episode before. Butcher's not been great. But I've been trying to make him persevere and play through it, because he could be one of our better centre-backs going into next year. But he's just not doing the business, is he? Maybe just give Oshalaja a game. Let's just throw him in instead. I just have more faith in him. Yeah, that's better. See, look at that. Everybody's happy now at the back. We'll do that. Here we go then. First game. Assistant manager says, praise is justified. Okay, here we go then. Okay then, huge moment in the series. This could be anything for us. My expectations will still go up. It just depends how. But, I still think we're going to go up. I think we're going to finish second, to be honest, is what I think is going to happen. But you never know. If we were to lose all three, it does bring the playoffs into question a little bit. I just don't have any faith in the AI teams to win their games, so we'll see. I was about to say there's a good job there's 3 games in today's episode because nothing's happened so far, and that's the first highlight of the first half. Just got the latest scores on here to see if any goal goes in. Oh, I didn't realise Ipswich was playing Peterborough away. So Ipswich are going to catch us. They pretty much need us to lose every game or to draw 1 and lose 2, and they need to really get a draw against Peterborough away. That's a really tough game for them. But I suppose that brings the win in. If they were to beat Peterborough, it would bring in the league title for us, wouldn't it? So, simply the free kick. He's going to play it into the far post area. It's headed towards goals away. It's Knight. It's deflected. It's Roberts. And it's a goal for Derby. It's 1-0 to Derby. And that is making things interesting. Okay, Victor needs to come off because he's struggling. So let's get Keller done up front. Let's put Camwa at wing back. And let's take off. Well, Keller does on a 6.1. So, maybe Lacking comes off. We put on Borthwick Jackson there as well. Let's try that. We win the ball here off Derby, do we? Oh, they just get out of it. Derby still continuing their attack. Goes on the right-hand side. Our left, their right. They're going to play it into the box, are they? Knight's going to play it across Thompson into their central field play, and it's just wide. It was close, though. Big news. Ipswich have just taken the lead at Peterborough. They've taken the lead. The league table hasn't updated, has it yet? Or has it? I think it has, actually. Yeah. So there's only 1 point separating us and Ipswich and 1 point between us and Peterborough. Unbelievably close. Peterborough have equalised. It's 1-1. Ipswich have scored again. It's 2-1. It's unbelievable scenes here. How's it going to finish? I've got to score on and make sure it stays there. 2-1 still. Full-time result for us is going to be now. I think Ipswich have done it. That is unbelievable from Ipswich. Fair play to them. There you go. 1 point separates both Peterborough and us than us to Ipswich. 2 points separate Ipswich to Peterborough. Unbelievable end to the season. Peterborough do still have a game in hand, though, don't forget. So they do have that in their advantage. But let's get into the next game where we play Plymouth in 7 days' time. Can you believe it? Peterborough drew 0-0 to Derby at home and got 2 red cards. 2. Oh my Christ. I don't know what's going to happen in this episode, but it's already getting hectic. 2 games to go. Let's get into our next one. Right, Plymouth away. Let's get into the game. Let's try and get our first... Oh, no, we can't. Both the players that are out for last game are still out for this one. So it's the same team again. But I think this time, actually, I'm going to play Camwell wing back and put Dunn as an actual option and off the bench as a forwards. We'll do that instead. Assistant manager says, recent praise is justified. Okay, assistant manager, please stop mentioning the media to the boys. They are going to play a 4-4-2 with DMs. Okay. Instant highlight, 50 seconds into the game. They have the ball. They play it to the goalkeeper. They're going to play out from the back to what looks like an inverted fullback. Is Galloway. Is he? Is that what he's doing there? I'm not sure. They're going to try and progress through, are they, at some point? They sort of do. Now they have to go long. Oh, they've switched it. They've switched it. Get out and press him. Come on. Just go for him. Don't worry about this. We're okay. We'll take 3v3 in this game. Come on. Okay, we're going to just let him play out through us. The slowest attack I've ever seen. It just misses. It stays 1-0. Okay, Plymouth had a free kick that's been cleared away by us. It's whipped back in to the taker. They're going to progress with a few passes here. Galloway on the left-hand side whacks it to the far post to Wilson. Wing back plays it across Ennis. Deflected and it's away. Is that into the highlights? I'm not sure. Plymouth continue. And it's another free kick. Ipswich are leading Exeter. Peterborough still drawing at home. But that goal, as of right this second, has put us out of the automatic places. Powell, the free kick, plays it across to Hamer, headed towards goalkeeper, saves it with ease. Is that the end of the highlight? It is not the end of the highlight. There still could be anything. It could be a highlight for them or for us, or nothing. Gilligan gives it away. Plymouth have it. Hardle into Ennis, into Whittaker, into Hardle. He's in. He's surely Hardy, and he scores. It's Hardy, not Hardle, and he makes it 1-0 to Plymouth. That is not good news for us. The highlight for Plymouth, they start off with the ball here on the right-hand side. Their left, our right. They play across the back line. They're going to switch it now. They've got a 2v2 if they want to use it. Whittaker gets free because the wing-back presses when he should have stayed, probably. Ennis goes through. It's deflected. It's just wide, and we survive just in this title race, promotion race, whatever you want to call it. Oh, it's a penalty! I don't believe it. But basically, the previous highlight you saw me commentating over just carried on for a bit, and I just went quiet, assuming it was the end of the highlight. But it's actually a penalty to Plymouth. I don't know how much of it I would have cut in for you, but this is a penalty to Plymouth Argyle, and I can't believe what I've just seen. Peterborough winning, Ipswich are 2-0 up. If they score this Plymouth, it is not looking good for us going into the final day. Hardy again, scores 2-0. Oh dear. Show me something else, and any changes at half-time? I'm just going to leave it as it is for the first 10 minutes. Instant highlight after half-time. Hughes, Taylor, back to Oshalaja, whacks it up there to Victor, doesn't get there, Gilligan does. Gilligan gets there and travels with it, plays it into Lakin, plays it early one into Powell, so he's got to score it 1v1, and he's missed it. That is the kind of chance he would score earlier in the season. Taylor has it, plays it back to Hughes. Hughes plays into Winnell, we give it away, Whittaker, Ennis. Peterborough have had a goal going against them at home, so it's 1-1 in their game, and it stays. Oh, it's 2-1 down! Bristol Rovers have scored a second! What is going on in this save? So just double checking this. Ipswich are winning and Peterborough are losing, right? Still, like right this second. Ipswich are winning there 2-0 and Peterborough are losing 2-1 still right this second. Okay. We'll make some subs now. We'll make any tactical changes just yet. But let's put Carriol wing back there. Let's put Fairweather at left wing back, I think. There. Let's take off Winnell. And I'm not going to use the lone player, to be honest, when it gets to this sort of crunch period. And I'll do that for just for now. We need to go up or down based on the players that we actually got here on a permanent basis, I think. Peter have just equalised to make it 2-2, and we're going to go for the game here. It's gone long from Plymouth. We get it back with the Haymo's giving it away. How it goes through. Game over. 3-0 Plymouth. Not good for us. And again, let's Fairweather. Surely this could be the end of the highlight here. Oh my goodness. Fairweather still whacks it far post. Carriol headed away. Butcher, Hamer. We pinned them back in here. Victor headed away. Fairweather, Powell. Goal. 3-1. Okay, I didn't see the final score of the other two teams. I just said unlucky to the boys. We'll see what the other two teams did. And they... Wow. Whatever happened in their matches, they're both on 84 going into the last game. So, if we win our last game, and either one of them lose, we're up. If we win and Peterborough draw... In fact, no, it doesn't matter. If we win and either of them draw, we're up because we've got a superior goal difference. So, it's still really... I think there's a good chance one of them will draw, if I'm honest. Peterborough have just completely bottled it, and they've got Barnsley away last game. Our previous Moneyball team, actually, interestingly, in the previous series. And then Ipswich play Fleetwood away, which I think the likelihood there is that Ipswich could draw. I don't think Ipswich are going to lose, so we'd have to win our game. We have to win anyway because it's 2 points, not one, the gap between us. We play MK Dons at home, which are a decent team in the playoffs. And yeah, we can't score goals at the moment, so... Okay, I'll see you in 7 days for the MK Dons game. It has gone down to the final game of the season. Okay, last game of the season then. We have got nobody else back fit. In fact, we've lost Winnell as well. So, it's not great. That's going to be your team. It's going to be Garrett in goal. It's going to be Oshalaja, Hughes, Hamer across the back. Lakin and Cameron's wing backs. Taylor, Gilligan is the holders. With Powell as the 10. And Victor and Keller done up front. That is your team. That is your team for the last game of the season in the first season of our Burton Albion England DNA series. Let's get into it. MK Dons at home. Come on, Burton. So either after this game, we will do a end of season review. We'll go through the in-game and end of season review. We'll review everything ourselves. And the episode after that would then be a training review of the players' development across the whole season. And then along with that, for the second half of that episode, it would be our brand new periodization a long-term, season-long training plan, which we will have done and we'll be doing for next season. So we'll go through that in the next 2 episodes. If we go into the playoffs, that changes things a little bit and puts an extra episode sort of between all of those. So let's see how we do then. Assistant manager says, I think we need to show everyone that our recent praise... I mean, really? How much praise can we have had? The last 4 games, we haven't won, have we? I'm taking team talks away from him, I think, if things continue as they currently are with his media comments all the time. It is going to be Burton Albion playing their famous 3 at the back asymmetric system against the MK Dons playing a... Oh, that's not good, is it? We know what the problem is with this formation against us. Instant highlight. Cameron's giving away the ball. MK Dons have it. They're going to play it back to their defenders. They're going to play... Oh, they've lost it. Keller Dunn's in. He goes through 1v1. He's going to shoot. Powell gets it. He shoots and the keeper saves it. Again, that's the kind of chance we would have scored early on in the series, and that he's missed that as well. Seppi's far post whacked in. Victor gets to it. He's going to travel with it. Powell gets it. He's on the counter. It's 2v1. He goes through still. They're not going to foul him all day. He's going to go through. He's going to score, surely. Keeper saves it. Powell's had, 3 clear-cut chances in this episode? All a bit like that, and he's missed all 3 of them, which is a shame because he's our best player. Probably the most consistent finisher. He just doesn't get the same amount of chances as Victor and Winnell. But there you go. Out of form, low morale, it's costing us. Victor goes through. Is he going to shoot? Is he going to shoot? He does with his left foot to the near post. As of right this second, we are currently in 3rd place. Oshalaja lacking. Can you imagine the tension in the stadium for the Burton fans? Could you believe it'd be amazing, wouldn't it, for the atmosphere? Oshalaja lacking. Here we go. Gilligan. Is he going to take a dig? No, he's not. He's going to lose the ball. He's going it back. He's going to lose it. It's scrappy. League 1 football. Hamer, play it in here. Come on. Get off it. Oh, what are you doing, Hamer? You can't be going back to the keeper there. And he's got it. What are we doing, lads? Right, they're staying on the ball in England DNA, and there's this. What are we doing? Oshalaja, Taylor, here we go. 2v1. Slides it into Lakin. Lakin's got options. Keller Dunn's in. He's offside. Peterborough are 2-0 up, and Ipswich are drawing 0-0 still. Okay, they're not half time. Let's just say... We'll just say, go and do it for the fans. Camwa, Taylor, Camwa, far post, headed away. Powell's going to get there. Who's he going to play it to? He's got multiple options. Oshalaja into Lakin. Heads it towards goal. Victor. Keller Dunn. It's a mistake. And it's bundled in. Victor's bundled it in the far post. I'm happy. I don't know if I should be happy, but I am happy. Victor scored. That's going to put us temporarily into 2nd place and on course for promotion. So, it all comes down to Ipswich's game. If results stay as they are, it goes across. Keeper's calamitous. Thank you, goalkeeper. And it's bundled in. 1-0 to Burton Albion. Okay, they didn't see it. Didn't put a second. I don't know if Ipswich have just scored or if we hadn't updated yet on the league table. Hamer's going to get that easily. Back to the keeper. Spread out. Back 3, please. That wasn't quite as spread as I like, but it'll do. Taylor plays an absolutely ridiculous ball into Keller Dunn, and we've lost possession, which is very predictable with a pass like that. MK Dons get it. Lakin just about wins the 1v1. Oshalaja takes it into Hughes. Hughes get off the ball. It's into Keller Dunn, who's onside. He's probably too far to score, isn't he? Yeah. No, we are second. Ipswich is still drawing. They are, yeah. Fleetwood have just scored. Fleetwood have just scored in their game against Ipswich. That puts us second by a point now on Ipswich. In any case, they need something. They need a miracle at this stage. They are all over the shop. Powell, you're going to stay on. I feel like I need to make a change, but I don't know if I should. I'm looking at that bench and I'm thinking, nah, let's just keep it the same, actually. I was going to make a change, but I'm actually not going to. I just don't see the benefit in any of them coming on, even for freshness' sake. Announcement, Ipswich have equalised. It's 1-1. We're going to make some changes here. We're going to take off... Oh, Powell? He's tired. He's having his worst game of the season. It's probably time he does come off. Let's put... I'm not going to use Thorpe. Lacking can go up there. Let's do that. Let's put John Brayford in. Wing back? No, Hamer go there. We'll do that. And let's throw on Callum Butcher. You can go at CDM, mate. Why not? 83 minutes, free kick for MK Dons. It's headed away. It's going to be a highlight for them, is it? It probably is now. McEachran gets it. What's it going to be? Is it going to be a goal? Is he offside? He's not offside, is he? Oh, he's been flagged late. It stays 1-0 to Burton. The tension's incredible here. It all goes down to Ipswich. Are they going to score a winner? We've gone along from a goal kick. There's a highlight here. McEachran gets it for them. They're going to build their attack. Isa's got it. He's going to go through. He's going to shoot. The keeper's going to collect that easily, though. I think this could be the end of the highlight. It is. Ipswich are still playing. There's a late highlight. MK Dons free kick. They play it into the box. We're going to just about clear it away. I think. Is Taylor going to give it away? Oh, Keller Dunn's got it. Oh, we've given it away. What's it going to be, this highlight? Is he onside? He looks well offside, surely. I think he's flagged him again. I don't believe it. This is definitely the last highlight of the game. Now, it's early enough where it could still be a legitimate highlight, I think. Brayford. He's going to time waste, take as long as he can. What's he going to do with it now? Plays it short to Hughes in a 1-2. I'm not sure about that decision. Victor, we're just going to stay on it. Probably going to get pressed now and have to clear this, I would expect. There it is. Oh no, Taylor stays on it. We're going to stay on it. That's going to end That's going to end the game. That highlight is the end of the game, I think. So, did Ipswich score a goal? That's the only question, really. Yep, that's it. That's going to be the end of the game. Did Ipswich score? Did Ipswich score? That I was waiting for. Maybe Kidon to get a chance. No, that's it. It's all over. Did we go up? Oh, we've done it. We've gone at Burton Albion finish on 85 points in second place. And that means that Burton Albion will be playing in the Championship next season. I'm so happy about that. I also can't wait to start the next season just to see how bad it's going to be in terms of results, because we can't buy anybody. So, I mean, yeah. You get what you want, but not what you need. Is that the expression here? Maybe. I don't believe that. What an unbelievable end to the season. I mean, we managed to somehow not win 4 games in a row in the most crucial part of the season, and we still went up with that last win right in the most clutch of moments. We stepped up with a big 1-0 win with Victor. And, yeah, that is unbelievable from the boys to have done that. Oh, let's just read through this. Burton Albion win promotion. They've won promotion to Sky Bet Championship. Unbelievable. Burton Albion promoted, missed out on Sky Bet League 1 title final day. I don't think we are too bothered about that. Well, I'll send the assistant to that. Budgets, we don't care. Sarah's leads Burton's promotion. Thank you very much. Fan spokesperson announced that Sarah's undoubtedly one of the best managers around, best in the world, and desperately hoping he stays with the club for years to come. Well, that's the plan, but we may be coming back down next season. We'll see if the positivity is still there about us then. The board are happy. How happy are they, though? A+, unbelievable. Disappointed with signing players on the levels of the game. Yeah, okay. Satisfied with attacking football. Satisfied? How many goals did we score? 91. I suppose, it's not absolutely out of this world, but it was the most in the league. Okay, I'll see you in a second for the end of season review. We'll go through all of that together. Okay, then Burton Albion, end of season review. The new arrivals. Well, none for us, really, because we didn't sign anybody. The players at new arrivals obviously are ones that were bought before we joined and started the game. So we'll just carry on to the next bit. Season results. Yeah, it was decent for us, wasn't it? We were quite happy with how we played in the league. The cups we didn't really care about as much, but it was really good. I mean, 85, we could have been in the playoffs quite easily. I think getting into the playoffs but not going up would have been the most positive outcome, both short-term in the series and long-term. This is the best outcome short-term in the series, and it could be the best long-term. It just depends if we can survive next year or not. And then if we're surviving, can we do more than just survive beyond that? It's like, we don't really know the answer to how this is going to affect us for another 2 seasons. Maybe 1 if we go down. But next season, if we stay up, it's really a case of then the second season that we're in the Championship, do we just have to survive again? Because in that second season, if we survive by the skin of our teeth 2 years in a row, and we get a lot of bad average ratings, the team isn't playing well, that might be a negative for us long-term, right? But if in that second season we can, a bit more comfortably stay up again, and then same again the year after that, then it's okay. But we're not going to know the answer to these questions until about, maybe 2-3 seasons from now, so it's hard. But for now, it's a positive at least, Let's enjoy the moment while it's here. We went up. Well done, boys. Moments to remember. Some big results in there. Goal of the season. That good stuff there. Finances. I mean, it always does this first season, doesn't it? Big shirt sales there. I can't wait to see this all being like new gens and players that we've developed into the team. How he lines up. Yeah, that looks pretty accurate, I suppose, across the boards. Not sure about wing back, but everything else. So here we go then. Fans player of the season was Victor. Okay. Young player of the season was Joe Powell. 24 years old. Not sure you should be getting that award, but okay. Goal of the season was Joe Powell. Top goal scorer was Victor with 32. Most assists was Victor with 10. Most man of match awards was Victor with 14. Highest average rating was 7.5 with Victor. Most passes completed per 90 was John Brayford at side centre back with 44. That's not a lot of passes completed per 90 for that award. Normally, I have centre backs on a lot higher than that for my possession-based tactics that I use. And some record breakers there. Yeah, there you go. Burton filled up the traps and set themselves up for the most magical promotions. Thank you. A remarkable season for Burton. Started superbly, never let up. They deservedly going up. Okay. And then Dynamic Manager timeline. This would be quite nice to look at when we get a few more years in. And they have it. End of season review is done. Okay, did anything change in the supporters update? It did. Core support goes down, but Fairweather goes up. And we increased our social media following by 2,300 people. Nice. Right, Club Vision. I'm just going to try and take out the signing of the players at lower leagues. That's not even in there, is it, anymore? So what is good is it does just say attempt to avoid relegation, not avoid relegation. That's the first thing there. And I'm just looking at all of this. Do not sign players over 30. That's when we're not going to do that. If I don't sign anybody, I wonder if that goes down as a negative or a neutral. So, in fact, I'm just going to take this as it is. I think that's not too bad. It's better than last year for what we were doing because it wanted us to specifically sign players from certain places before. So for this kind of save, that's actually a better board vision than before. Right, the players, what do we tell them? See, now, this one is the most logical one, right? Before you will go away and for a well-deserved break, I just want to let you know that I'm not planning to replace any of you. You've done brilliant to get us promoted, so I'm going to give you the chance to keep us up as well. That sounds like the best, most logical answer, right, that you could give. I guarantee this isn't going to go well. I've used this chat a couple of times before, and it's never gone well for me, in different FMs, not in FM23. See, offended and hurt that I'd said you're going to get the chance to keep us up. All right, lads. Insist. Positive, neutral, positive. So it ended well. Okay, and that is going to end today's episode. There's a lot more stuff to go through. We're going to go through the development of the players across the season. We're going to go through some of the stats, review some of the stats across the season from the team. And after that as well, we're also going to then look at the training schedule, how I think it did with the training development, and how we're going to change it and what the next year's one's going to look like. And I'll make sure that I include the download link of it as well in the next episode so you can all download it. But yeah, the next year's one, the way it's going to look is we're going to very much set it up like a youth academy player development program. So there's going to be entire chunks we're going to be working on one specific thing and then moving on to the next thing. The analogy that's used on coaching courses is this, that when you're at school, whether it's primary school or secondary school, and you're doing something like maths, for example, you don't do like addition one day, subtraction the next, long division the next, multiplication the next, and by the end of the week, you've done 5 different things. You're likely to do multiple days and multiple weeks of work on the same subject before you move on to the next thing. So the way that it's looked at is coaching in a similar way. And it doesn't mean you always just work in coaching on one thing all the time. Because we've been through it already in this series where when you're coaching the attackers on something, you can also be working with the defenders on their blended coaching, blended practice stuff, right? So it's not always about just doing one thing, but that is the primary focus. The intention is to design it with something in mind. So we're going to have large chunks of the season. I'm still not sure whether I'm going to do it in 2 week, 3 week, or a month block of one particular thing. But we're definitely going to do chunks of work in one area, regardless of the opposition and who we're playing against. It's going to be all about player development, ignoring the match at the end of the week. The match at the end of the week is there to judge the training performance on, and not to train for the match. So that's the difference really in how we're going to do it, which is completely opposite to how I think you'd normally go about it in FM and if you're playing for results. And yeah, so that's how we're going to do it anyway. We're going to look to do it that way. We're going to make sure that we focus on player development the entire way through, and we'll see how it does in FM. We'll see, how much it affects our results. It's probably going to make us affect our results, I think, a little bit negatively, but then what's the trade-off? How much better is our player development with that in mind? But that is going to do the episode. Burton Albion have been promoted in the England DNA model and will be playing in the Championship next season. Thanks for watching.